does it also seem like going back to the founding father of HCL, Shiv Nadar's vision? Because he was the original hardware IT man. He spoke about the fractal corporation. So you are taking his legacy forward. Does it also have some emotional connect at this moment for you?
I mean, only once the OSAT starts making money, I'll have emotional connect to it, if I have to be really honest,
Do you see this as being an attempt to cater to the demand in the Indian market? Or do you think in a global context, because of the vulnerabilities of production in China, given the fact that Xi Jinping and the PLA are getting increasingly assertive on the back of the Taiwanese elections, that this is also some kind of a parachute or cushion for global supply chains?
I think it's not fair to always look at India as a China plus one strategy. I think today we are as large, if not larger, a consuming market as China. And we, as it is at least in our universe of IT services, we're the largest provider of services and its own economy, just not even to India, but to the rest of the world. So I think all the push that India is having, not just in semiconductor and design, but also in manufacturing, is to be a marketplace for the rest of the world and not necessarily a substitute for any other.
We've spoken about HCL Group, but a lot of our viewers who are tuned in would want me to ask you about HCL Tech. The question I have is that some months ago, a few quarters ago, if we spoke to people from the Indian IT industry, they were pretty pessimistic because of what was happening globally. But now the IT sector, despite a very big fall in the market, a correction that has happened, is well in the green, including the HCL Tech stock. What has changed? Has the global demand outlook for IT and IT services changed? Is it some better sort of functionalities, efficiencies coming in? What's the outlook improvement, Roshni?
So again, I think that there is a lot more momentum and deal flow in the market. There are lots of renewals. At least I can only comment on HCL Tech. We signed a mega deal in the Jazz quarter. We did some strategic acquisitions like ASAP in Germany, which is in automotive engineering. For us, we've been investing, I think, in the right bets. Some are show up much more short term, some are medium, long term in nature. And, for us, the O&D quarter is always our strongest quarter because we're very unique because we're a full stack technology company. We not only have digital and engineering, but we also have software. And software licenses and renewals normally happen in December, in the O&D quarter. So that gives us a big uptick in our revenue. And now it's become a lot more predictable. We have, at least in our software business, 1 billion of ARR, which is, which is now much more regularized. And our services can continue to grow. And we continue to win. And at least I can say for ourselves, over the last quarters, even though there was a little more doom and gloom, even this particular quarter, our net hiring has increased.
Absolutely.
We haven't reduced.
Yeah.
But other companies are not doing the same. The NASSCOM report talks about 40,000 plus firings across the IT sector. So what is it that's making you hire at a time when other companies aren't that bullish?
So we've had the highest growth amongst all the other companies in this year. We're going to end the year, even in the guidance that we've given, 5.5%, we would be the highest in the industry.
Absolutely.
So to meet that demand, and we do have a very strong pipeline, and we have a mega deal that we won, like I said, in the Jazz quarter. We need people to fill that demand.
You expect this to continue, at least in the current calendar year?
On our deal pipeline, yes. On our deal pipeline, yes. But of course, areas of discretionary spend, which are much more around applications and engineering services, the opportunities are there. I think the decision making is still taking a little more time. And I don't think it's got anything to do with the IT services and what's happening in India. I think it's the macroeconomic factors. I mean, if we were speaking just a month and a half ago, we wouldn't know what had hit in the Middle East. I think there is unpredictability, and that is macro. And I think I don't have a looking glass for that.